Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. And tonight, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Charlotte Hornets here at Spectrum Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Tyrese Halliburton.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Outside, the wings are Hield and Mathurin. Siakam is out there with Miles Turner, and it's Halliburton in at the point guard. And for the Hornets, up at the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. Miller is out there with Ball, and it's Richards in at the 5. Well, here we are, Clark, in the dog days of this season. Such a grind. The schedule is right smack dab in the middle of it. However, it seems like players are fresher than they used to be.
Well, I think they've really, teams in general and individual players as well, have done a nice job perfecting the art and essence of rest. Not pushing guys too much early in the year, maybe cutting back some practice time as well, and it pays dividends at this portion of the season.
Now, here's Halliburton. And the loss to the Knicks the other night, definitely not himself. Hield can't hit. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. Turner, lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Really adept at rolling after setting the screen. Turner, a difficult cover in these pick and rolls.
You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
Now, here's Siakam. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Turner with a screen on Bridges. Here's Siakam. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Good on the shot.
Never lacking for sizzle in his game. That was a sweet move from Ball right there.
Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Passes it to Turner. Dishes it to Hield. Indiana moving the ball around. Siakam outside. Just 5 on the clock. Over Bridges, and the shot goes in from Siakam.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
Halliburton against Ball. Miller outside, from outside the arc. The Pacers pull it in. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
Here's Ball, following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Now the pass to Miller. Bridges left side. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
2 minutes remaining in the post. 2 minutes.
Halliburton against Ball. To the inside. And then Hield with the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Halliburton with the steal. Shoots from the baseline. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They trail by 1. Ball kicks to Miller. 1:14 left here in the first quarter. Good work defensively by Turner. Here's Halliburton. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And Hield's playmaking continues to improve. Solid pass right there to the open teammate.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Clark, when we talk about the best three-point shooters in the league, Buddy Hield is in that conversation.
Most definitely. I mean, only Steph has more seasons with 250 or more threes made. That says a lot right there. Buddy is a floor spacer. You can never help or double off of him, which is a big asset in today's game.
Some changes here for the Hornets. Washington's checked in for Bridges. Cody Martin comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Lowry in for Ball. Here's Washington. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Boy, lock into that focus from Washington there. Love the body control, too. Excellent.
Here's Nemhard, covered by Miller. Tapping a screen on Miller. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. Some changes for Charlotte. Williams comes in for Nick Richards. And Ball subbed in for Miller. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Halliburton comes in for T.J. McConnell. .43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jackson setting the pick here for Halliburton. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Charlotte trailing. Washington passes the ball. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's a call. It's on Indiana with the foul.
And Ball really confident even amongst the big fellas inside, which is why he's able to draw these fouls.
The Hornets shooting their first foul shot of the night. Smith checked in for Jackson.
First team foul. At the line for Charlotte. Lamelo.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
One shot.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
Now, here's Toppin. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Smith for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
We've seen growing confidence from Smith behind the arc. I mean, he takes these pretty readily now.
Pass to Washington. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Washington's got 5 points so far. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Hornets ahead. They lead by a bucket. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
15. The Pacers. 13.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hornets?
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
Kevin, I think it's important. You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They've got Neesmith. Walker out there with Toppin. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the 2. Here's Halliburton following the 3 by Charlotte. Count it. Halliburton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Halliburton has a nice combination of smarts and skill. Makes him a cagey scorer.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are forming chemistry. Tyrese Halliburton said in recent years they were saying the locker room was a quiet place, not many conversations. We've tried to impact the culture and create a different atmosphere. It's genuine. We appreciate and love each other. We want to see each other succeed and prove people wrong. Kevin?
Yeah, I know you agree with me. They are on their way.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
Ball from long range, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Now, here's Walker. Nothing on the board. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Halliburton. And so Lowry will bring it up for Charlotte. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Ball kicks to Washington. Charlotte moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Toppin against Lowry. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Pass to Walker. Second shot opportunity, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The motor of Walker, keeping the possession alive, fighting for those points.
Craig, in terms of the Pacers' last few seasons, some have pointed to their relative lack of size. What do you think?
Well, I think a big push for them this summer was adding to their front court, particularly getting more size at the forward positions, and I think they've improved in that regard.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. Bridges comes in for P.J. Washington. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Martin. And Miller's subbed in for Ball. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And part of what people like about Walker pre-draft was his defensive skills. But he has the makings of a versatile two-way guy, giving good coaching.
Now here is Miller. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Bridges a screen on Halliburton. 5 on the clock. Hayward from outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring clout.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight, to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
And Lowry gets it to go.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 10. Over Lowry, he sinks the 11-footer. Halliburton's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Miller surveying the floor. And that one's good. Richards got his first points in this one.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick and roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. The Hornets making a change here. Ball's checked in. And Indiana making a change here. There's a minute left to play in the first half. Now, Siakam. And there it is for him.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's Ball. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Ball, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Mathurin. And he makes that one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Pacers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Free throw good, Mathurin.
Boy, you look at the toolkit Mathurin has, coupled with his production and his maturity. Boy, he's got a chance to dominate in this league.
Ball with a wide-open look, and it's the Hornets another three.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Siakam. Got it. Good job in the low post. Siakam's got 6 points.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for Indiana. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Steve Clifford. Steve, what's the focus going into the second half?
The big thing is they've got so much offense, and they have so many guys who come in and score. You got to play every possession defensively, and it's got to be every single possession.
Coach, thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Hello there, everybody. It's halftime, and right now the Indiana Pacers are in the midst of a good battle.
Well, they got the extra credit for their hustle on the glass, playing with great energy and intensity. They came into this game determined not to be outworked.
And what I like, it's pretty much every possession. They just don't take many plays off.
All right, fellas, time to acknowledge the players of the week. And in the West, Luka Doncic.
This isn't the first, and it will not be the last one of these awards for Luka Doncic. A master at getting his own shot, as well as creating for others. Simply unstoppable on offense. Also a tremendous rebounder in his position.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Up of the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. All out there with Miller. And it's Richards in at center. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Now, here's Ball. The rebound by Turner.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Turner's got the lead up to 4 now for Indiana. Charlotte has gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark.
Hey, Clark, thinking back to that Halliburton for Sabonis trade, what are your thoughts?
I think it's one of those situations where it was a win-win all the way around, Greg. You think about it. The Kings benefited, the Pacers did. Young players that have stardom in their future. And I think both players are going to be multi-time All-Stars.
Halliburton for 3. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. The Pacers in 5th.
These guys have been spacing the floor, spreading out the defense, and getting the three-point shots they want as opposed to settling for bad ones.
Siakam against Bridges. Inside, here's Halliburton.
This is exactly where length and instinct combine to provide a stop. Ball doing it nicely at the defensive end.
Pass to Bridges. Halliburton against Ball. To the paint. Looking for Richards and gets it there. A stupendous finish in traffic. Richards got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, LaMelo Ball is young, but he certainly has words of wisdom already. He says, everybody always asks me, what's my slogan? 2 words, be you. You just got to be you from the jump, and whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. But if you ain't you, you're already lost. That's a fact. Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. More than comfortable in his own skin. David, thank you.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Siakam against Bridges. The jump hook. That misses off the backboard. And so Miller will bring it up for Charlotte. Kicks the ball. The pass to Hayward. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. Ball from long range. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Siakam outside. 1:52 left in the third. Back to Mathurin. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Healed from outside. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Talk about being shot ready. He'll catches and fires as fast as pretty much anybody in the league.
And the Hornets call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
All right, everybody. Now coming onto the floor is your Hornets squad. Let me hear you make some noise.
Williams is checked in for the Hornets. Kyle Lowry comes in for ball.
And they're in the top half of the league and fewest turnovers per game. With a little more focus, I think they could find themselves in the top 10.
And they've been very steady at the free throw line, like you said, GA. Not perfect by any means, but consistent. .132 left in the third quarter. And again, the Hornets missing. Indiana leading by 4. Siakam looking around. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Charlotte's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Bridges sets the screen for Hayward. Feeds it to Williams. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Siakam up top. He dishes it to Heel. Fires from the line. That one rolling around and rims out. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Outside Lowry. Miller with a wide open look. Great look, but off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Nembhard. Lowry covering. Pass to Siakam. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Now here is Miller. Takes the 3.
And we talk about Hill so much at the offensive end, but there he does it defensively.
And we've reached the end of the third. Pacers lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the five for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Toppin, also Isaiah Jackson out there. Neesmith is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
At the line, one shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Hornets trail by 7. Outside, ball. It's Washington, high post. Shoots over Toppin. Washington, that's good.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
Nembhard, the pass to Toppin. Halliburton on the wing. Here's Nembhard. He's covered by Ball. Nembhard's shot is good. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Outside, Martin. Williams in the post. Jackson on him. The jump hook. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Indiana leading by 7. Halliburton with it. There's the lob to Jackson. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
A clean pass that time from Halliburton to a wide-open teammate. Just smart ball movement there.
Back to Williams. Stolen by Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court.
Timeout.
Charlotte calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. Miles Bridges comes in for P.J. Washington. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Martin. And Miller's subbed in for Kyle Lowry. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Ball finds Miller. Back to Ball. He lobs it up.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Siakam outside. Halliburton in the corner. Outside Mathurin. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
For 3.
Halliburton's got his 4th assist in this one. Hornets trail by 12. Here's Ball. Over Halliburton. Ball no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Siakam. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass the ball. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. Healed against Miller. Bridges sets the screen for Miller. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Now, how about this move by Miller, using the pick and roll to create some space for himself?
Healed against Miller. Turner with a screen on Ball. Halliburton finds Turner. On the wing, Hield. Shot clock at 5. Here's Halliburton. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Ball up top. He's covered by Halliburton. Bridges sets the screen for Miller. Good D by Siakam. And it's the Pacers' ball. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Bridges against Halliburton. Here he goes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Miles Bridges.
Halliburton just too good for the defense there. Great tenacity and physicality on that drive.
Tyrese Halliburton at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
I tell you, one of the things I've noticed about Halliburton is his endurance, man. It is off the charts. He's always pushing the pace and really outworking other guys most of the time. He's constantly revving up the motor and taking things up a notch.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Both good from the line that time. Greg, there's a lot of impressive things about Tyrese Halliburton, most notably how efficient he is.
Yeah, Kevin, those percentages are terrific. But not only that, he's phenomenal at it, making sure he keeps his teammates involved. Just a remarkable young point guard.
And then Johnson with the jam.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And again, the Hornets missing.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Tyrese Halliburton.